Ooh, we get swords. Get wrecked, fella. That's too good.
NANI?!
We're going to be reviewing the #1 trending deck on Dreamborn.ink today. If you go to trending, #1, it's Bucky Mill by none other than Alphos. And it's got some cool stuff. Mostly this Lyle Tiberius Rourke. Where is he? He runs 4 Lyles. I like looking at the cards this way. We got hooks and Robin Hoods. We have shift lines for Beast and Tinks. We have Lady Tremaine, which is interesting. Lady Tremaine has the ability when you play her, you can get an action card back from your discard into your hand. So what are the actions that we want to get back? Do It Again is weird because that's the exact same ability. Rise of Titans to take out their locations or items, and Smash. The other actions also include song cards. So we got Strike a Good Match, Along Came Zeus, A Whole New World, and Grab Your Swords. Does this deck have the 3-cost Singer Ursula? No, it doesn't, and that's pretty cool. And that's why it's not $600. That's why this deck is only $400. Anything else that's cool? I guess this Lyle thing, and then Bucky discard is like what Alphos is calling it. So the idea is you play your Buckies on turn 2, and then you never, ever, ever quest your Buckies. You just leave them there. So that when you play a Floodborn, any of these Floodborns, which there are 16 Floodborns, they'll have to discard a card from their hand. So 16 chances to make Bucky work. And you could have up to 2, like you could have 2 Buckies on the field, and then you play a Floodborn, and then they discard 2. And that'd be crazy.
This is what we learned in this video. #1, grab your sword, the song action card. You know the one. And Giant Tink, that combo is going to be around for generations. Your great-grandchildren, they're probably going to do the Giant Tink and grab your sword combo. It's too good. 3 damage? You're kidding me. #2, Lyle Tiberius Rourke can be used to make your opponent's 2 lore questers not quest. Like, it gives them reckless. So it's not just necessarily for making them attack. Like, you could choose to not tap your creatures, and then they could just not quest that turn. It's pretty good. Like, say goodbye to your 2 lore opponent. You're not getting it. And #3, 2 Friar Tucks on board is a mood.
We get paired against Steel Song against a guy named Tigor. That's almost Tigger, but it's Tigor. We have the hook, and we have a morph. We have the Ursulas, and she can sing Strike a Good Match. What if we go really crazy here and never mulligan? What if we just try to win with the hand that we were given? That's the deal. Our opponent's going to ink something and play something, maybe. Probably the 1-cost Cinderella. That's going to make us want to play the hook. They ink a Wendy Darling. Ooh, that's kind of aggro, and they play a hook. So that means that we got to play our own hook. So we can... I think we need both Ursulas in this matchup. And that's good for the flutes, if they play them. But not a lot of people run the flutes. It's kind of flutes or no flutes. There's no in between. 2 hooks on board. It's our opponent's turn. They ink a Robbity Bobbity, and we take those. No more Robbity Bobbities for them. Ooh, they going aggro, dude. Good thing we got the Smash, because we're going to need it. Do we ink Strike a Good Match here? Yeah, we do. And then we Ursula to make sure that they don't have any damaging spells. They have one. And they can go Queen next turn or shift Robbity Bobbity. No, they can't. They're going to be able to quest for 3 for this pig. So we're not going to quest our hook at all. And we are so glad to get rid of that song. But hook's got to stay here to take out their little piggy next turn. Or we Lyle. And then the piggy has to... Piggy 1 and perish because they have 1 strength. So never mind. Lyle isn't the deal right now. Oof, that piggy got big. Is Lyle whenever one of your characters is banished? Each opponent loses one more. So if I play Lyle now, I don't know. Sure would like to keep the Ursula, but we want to go for the Shift Tink line because I think that's going to be more of a threat. Our hook has to go take out the pig to lunch, if you know what I'm saying. Do we want to save her for a 2-cost song at all? Or we just quest her, and then their hook can swing into it. And then when we play Tinkerbell next turn, the hook goes with it. Unless they get a damaging spell in their hand. What could it be? They do take the bait. So our Tinkerbell can take it out with its ping. And then, ooh no, they let the Storm Rage on. They got the damaging spell. Goodbye, Morph. Too bad. So sad. The Inca Queen, next turn they could play the Kita and reduce our attack power to 0. Well, go ahead and say, we never had a Tinkerbell in our hand. What are you talking about? Rourke? Do we do it now? Or just smash the queen? Say, get your queen out of here. Then we pass the turn again. Not gonna lie, that damaging spell on her morph makes us really sad. They play the Kita, reducing all attack power to 0. They reduce it by 3 strength. We get Rise of the Titans, or as I like to call it, Ink. And we get Lyle. And he's going to target Kita to become reckless next turn. Because we don't want her questing for 2. That'd be a bad deal. So the only thing they can do is quest with Hook here. And I think they can also sing with Kita. So, we'll see what they do. Oh, look at that. They sing with Kita. And there goes Rourke. They had all the answers. And there's the little Kita. We finally get enough for our Shift Tinkerbell. Which we're not shifting. We're just hard casting Tinkerbell. Ooh, it's a Lilo. We put out our own Robbity Bobbity. And we'll do that. I guess they could take out Tinkerbell there, but they'd also sacrifice themselves. Right? I think we're in a pretty good position here. Surely they won't have some crazy damaging spell in their hand like Zeus. Ooh, we get swords. Get wrecked, fella. That's too good. They well played us. Ooh, and then they concede. It's too good. Grab your swords. Goes in steel decks. The steel deck that I run that isn't Alphonse's Bucky discard does not have grab your swords because it rarely gets to 5 ink. But this felt good. Here's another game with the Alphonse Bucky discard. Trying to get these dubs. We're going against one of the best decks in the game. And we're going against a 3-month Patreon supporter. The Twizzin. We don't need the Beast because we don't have the morphs. But we'll probably get a morph now. Do we keep a Beast for ink? That's always my like. Yeah, I'm gonna ink. I guess. We get Tink, Tink, and Bucky. Strike a good match goes in the inkwell. Do they have their 1-drop? Yeah, they do. It's Chernobog's Followers. We get a morph, which means that we kind of want to keep our Beast. We don't have a 1-drop, so we have to pass the turn. Luckily for us, this deck only gets like 1 lore questers out at a time. So we'll be set for a couple of draws, at least, like probably 8 turns in this match, because they go pretty slow themselves. They banish their Chernobog to draw a card. They ink them Maleficent, and for 2 they play Flynn Rider. We can get rid of our smash here. There's lots of lines that we could go for. This is kind of confusing. We could go for the Shift Robin line or the Shift Beast line. Or there's a really long con with Bucky this turn. Then Morph. I think we have to do Morph now because they can Mother's Knows Best next turn and stuff, and that like puts us behind. Mother's Knows Best is a big threat in that deck, and shifting hurts us because we're playing 2 cards for 1 body. They play a Circus Evasive, and we got rid of our smash. Oh no. And another Flynn Rider. We will not ink an Ursula right now. We're going to ink the Buckaroo. I'd say we play Buckaroo and then shift Cindy next turn to take out this Hiss, and then also be able to damage this and ping damage over there. I think that's the best line right now. We'll see if they remove our Morph. If they remove our Morph, we're going to be so sad. You guys picking up what I'm putting down? We'll put down the Bucky. And then next turn we ink one of our cards, one of our beautiful cards, and then we shift the Morph. It pings 1 damage to all of these guys, which takes out the Hiss. And then if they quest these 2, we attack this guy, take 1 damage, ping 2 damage over here, and then we're cooking. And then with Bucky out, they also have to discard one of their cards, going down to 0 hand. They fell into our trap. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to damage it. And there it is. Here comes the Wombo combo. We do that, and we shift the Tinkerbell. Kaboom cha. Does 1 damage to everybody. That's her on-play ability. Bucky makes them discard a card because we played a Floodborn. Tinkerbell. The Giant Fairy. Gets rid of Mother's Knows Best. Amen. We take the one that gives us 1 damage and not the one that makes us discard a card. And then we get to ping 2 damage to their 2 lore quester there. The most they can do is 4 damage, which could take them out, but that's how it goes. Not gonna lie, we're sitting in a good spot here. They sync strike a good match. No, they don't. They ink it and play a Ray. So you already know we're going to Zeus that Ray. Or do we give it Reckless? That makes sense, huh? Do we just get rid of it so we can quest our Buckaroo? Yeah, maybe we could have done that and had a body on board, but he only quests for 1. So what's the point? We're on the board, 1 lore to 7 lore, and we're sitting pretty. They play an Enchantress, which gets +2 strength when we are challenging it. We play the Rourke, and now she can't Quest next turn, yeah. We gave her Reckless. Yup. And we'll get our hook down. And we pass. We want to keep Bucky there. Because when we play Beast, they'll have to discard a card if they don't get to play it. They do get to play it, though. And we got to get rid of one. Is it Beast or is it our Friar Tuck answer? I think we'd like to play Beast. They can't quest, so they have to pass. Here comes our beastly boy. And we'll go ahead and ink. And we don't do that. We quest him. And if they take him, they lose a lore because of Lyle. Did they get some sicko mode card? They got another Friar Tuck. Ooh. That's 2 on the board for them. We get 2 do-it-agains. What's in our discard? Anything? Ooh, Zeus's. Don't mind if I deuces. We play it, get back a Zeus. We play it, get back a Zeus. Do they lose a lore for that? Yeah, they do. So that means if we throw our Bucky in, they lose a lore. And then luckily Lyle won't die here. And Beast is free to Zeus, ya boy, Friar Tuck. And we're still sitting pretty. We have the advantage, I think. They have a Ray and we have a Zeus. We get a Rise and a Morph. You already know we play that Morph. We can not sing, just do damage. Quest? I don't think we're too scared about locations. Yes, we are. Queen's Castle is terrible news if that happens. This has been a pretty good deck. Like and subscribe. And check out Alphos' video too. I think they know. I think Tishwen knows. This is our little squirrel avatar. Look at that. That's crazy. What Lorcana card is this? Cheep, cheep, cheep. That's the sound the squirrel makes. You know what sound the morph makes? Uh-oh, they conceded. That's 2 dubs for us. 2 big concedes from our opponent. Thanks for watching.